Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to my Let's Play of Prison Architect. As we left off, I'd messed up with these and was replacing them. Now let's see though. Foundations. I'm not even going to build the foundations for these cells yet because I'm expecting to be... Oh no wait, I will do. How many hours do we have? We have 20 hours left. I think I've got plenty of time to get some basic things built. Door. Large jail door. There we go. I'll let them get that bit built, then I'll keep extending on. But once we get to the canteen, I think that's going to be the limit. Once we have things for them to cook, and that'll be fine. Let's close that out. But now I've got the workers some more jobs to do. We can watch these ones and check that they are going to dismantle this, and I'm going to be able to replace it. Okay, they've broken both of them down, so we go to utilities. Now there... Wait, I can put this in the middle of a road apparently? Let's just replace them one over. Can I not? Oh, but for some reason you can't place that down where you've had it previously. That's fine, I'll move it up one and we'll place it there instead. Well, not one, move it up 3 again. As soon as that's placed... no. We know we're going to want electrical cabling there and here. And that should already be under the road, I think. Not quite. It's right on the path. That capacitor doesn't count as being attached, so dismantle it and we'll move it across. I built the power things far away from my actual prison cell purely to... I don't want the prisoners getting to them. I don't think that would be a problem, you know, or anything, but I don't want them being able to get to them and turn it off. Power should be kept out of the prisoners' hands at all possible points. So I'm going to spend the extra 1,000 and placing another one already. But can you dismantle this and get it in? Get the next one in, please. Speed up time. God, you take a long time doing that. Place it there, and we need a power cable there. And once I've got a capacitor of some sort placed, come on, guys, get on that. We've wasted a couple of hours doing this. It's stupid. Well, game time. Wait, they still don't look like they're powered up properly. Let's come out of utilities, click on here. Do I need to switch the capacitors on? Oh, they've both been turned on. Oh, it's still not connected, I don't think. Utilities. No, that should be connected. So why isn't there like a green glow around that building? I thought that's how it worked. Okay, just lay more down. Run the power line right along here. Let's see. We've built this, so let's start telling them to put in some walls. Material. Brick wall. Don't want it there. That's going to be the door. That's the door. I don't want to actually cover the doors yet, or even bother building them because it's going to be a waste of money. But I do want the separating walls built properly. So there we go. And there. Oh, part of the reason for the tile there is instead of just having like a shower, I I wanted to give them a bit of privacy. But I think it's cheaper than a drain. No, 50. The drain's got to be less expensive than 50. 20. So it might be cheaper just to place more drains, actually, and then not give them the privacy, but it sort of made sense in my head. Let's see now, we want foundations for this prisoner exchange bit. Shouldn't require an entrance, mate. No matter what you're telling me, it shouldn't. But we are going to be placing some in. Jail door. Here and here. Then hopefully that'll place. Then I can build a canteen one. Then we can build a cafeteria. Not the canteen, but... Not, yeah, canteen and then... Like, canteen and cafeteria are the same bloody thing with a different word. But... Kitchen. That's the other K word I was looking for. Okay, that looks connected to me. So if we switch back to utilities now... I'm almost certain there's supposed to be like a green glow around this. It's 10 grand. I don't know if I've got the money. I'm thinking, do I just end up buying another power station? Have I bugged that one out completely? Right, that should also then connect up to the water there, and I'll at least see if the water's getting power. But then again, that's apparently needing power, and the water's not even there anymore. That's just piping. Piping shouldn't need power. Is everyone working? Where the hell is everyone? Oh, they're all inside. Yeah, good. I never started the timer, so let's try that again. Let's try turning it on again. I'm sure I clicked turn on before. Switch on. Yep. The individual capacitors. Switch on. Switch on. That's curiosity. Switch off. Let time progress a bit. Switch back on again. Okay, I've never had this before as a problem. Yay, I fixed... Yo, yay, the bug's fixed for me. Wait a minute, it's not working. Oh, come on, guys, get that place down. Have you done the foundations up here? You have, which means I can start work on the next. Let's come out of utility view. So that's the canteen itself. Which, until I build that next extension room bit on, I don't want to put the doors in. Let's keep my workers busy. Guys, can you be doing things? I don't trust that you're doing things. Also, can we connect this up as a priority, just so I can see if it's... Oh, good. You must be going to that bit. You guys are doing the job there. You're connecting... Yeah, I'm sure there's meant to be green glowing lines around this. Like green coloured. Showing you like area of effect or something. Because you don't actually run all the little wires, you just sort of have to... It's like the water pipes in SimCity. No, not in SimCity, I can't say that because the game actually called SimCity, or SimCity 13 doesn't use it, but... Like in SimCity 3000 and things like that, you used to have the water pipes and they had an area effect on either side. Right then. Let's... Not bureaucracy, utilities. I don't think you can connect up two power stations at once, they short circuit or something, so... Can I dismantle the... I can't. And can you not switch around that much, please? Right. Toggles availability of electricity to any cable it's connected to. Only costs 10. So I'm gonna put... Actually, where's the road? If I place that, it's gonna be in the middle of a sodding road. Or in the middle of a sodding path. But for now, I just want to have a way of disconnecting it, because I think you can blow up your power things by connecting two of them together of a short circuit. I'm going to spend the 10 grand on another one, because it looks like I'm at least close to having the basic setup working. If we had power, that is. So I want to be able to disconnect that one from the grid and put in another one. It's a waste of 10 grand most likely, or at least it should be. But it'll put my mind at rest. 15 prisons. So this setup will go to 16. I sort of wanted walls there, mate. I've got to buy the walls separately. That's all walls back in place. When I build the foundations of this, it's going to undo them walls. It's not. I'll do it that way. It's going to require an entrance, but I know I'm going to be placing one of them on the outside, so that's fine. Objects, staff door, down here. And we'll connect it up to the other one as and when we know it's working. Is it just me, or we're only doing like the bits that we need at a time? It looks a real odd shape, this prison at the moment. Don't forget power switches and pipe valves to valves for separate cell blocks you build. Yeah, if you overwrite the walls with foundation, it deletes them. Okay, so yeah, we'll be able to turn power on and off for each individual one. For the time being, switch you off, because you're in place. Let's get another... How many times is my phone going to go off? I'll be back shortly, guys. Let me... Mic. There we go. Hello? Hiya. The iDrive 4's ready as well. Oh no, that's the old one, isn't it? Yep, that's fine then. I'll make sure he knows when he gets in. Pardon? Yep. Okay then. Cheers. Oh, what time are you open till? 5:30. Yeah, I'll make sure he knows then. Cheers. Bye. Oh. Same person. If a fire starts, you'll need to cut power and water. Oh! I had a fire in my last prison, and I got all the firemen killed. I think I did just get literally all the firemen killed, so that was a bit dumb of me, but... I didn't know that I, aimed their hoses. I just sort of said, look, there's fire, run at it! And they ran into the fire and got themselves killed. And then they bugged out, and I couldn't remove them, so I permanently had dead firemen on the floor, but... It's one reason why we were switching, why I was waiting for Alpha 12 to come out, and then we're switching to this one. Let's get the timer going again and recording it. Oh, I'm still recording. I never stopped the recording. I'll have to remember to edit this. Or if you need to repair a washing machine. Oh, you also have to turn the power off to repair a washing machine. When did they edit that? Add that in. Now, this episode definitely is going to be a bit dodgy for the YouTube side of things, but I'll hopefully be able to edit and sort. Let's go to utilities. Another power station. Let's just place it here. You're in the grounds as normal. That's a waste of freaking money. see if we can't get it connected up and working. So I'm going to have to remember a power switch for the... Oh, I remember problems with electrical things and water. Because I got a few guards killed last time as well. Wasn't quite this setup, but let's say it was similar to it. I had metal detectors here. And then they got water spilt out from the cells and got onto them and killed my guards. And you can't sack guards that you've killed. You have an entrance. Oh, don't do this bug as well, please. I know beta's alpha's alpha, but... Let's just place another door, see if it works. I was going to say, you really can't be running up there to place that then, because... Come on, work. You can't require an entrance when there's already one there. Oh, I had a morgue. I definitely had a morgue, guys. It's just... For some... The dead, Let's see, what was it? Dead prisoners and dead guards and everybody was taken to the morgue. That was fine. That worked. What it was is the people who was emergency services wouldn't get picked up, so I just had to leave them on the floor. Now... Right, jail door dismantle, because I don't actually want one there. Then once I've dismantled it, I can put the wall back in. If they place this down, they have. Now, there's obviously not a lot of power to it, but... As I understand it, that should connect it up to the power grid and it should work. Can I have power, please? I know I've got no capacitors on, but I think they start off with the equivalent of one capacitor. You should be disconnected so that they don't short each other out. Oh, Cody's coming along with the cables. Why do my workers look like they're not busy? So the problem is I'm sort of going to need power to know that I'm setting this up right. Right, serving table. One serving table. Should only need 3 of these because we're only going to have 16 prisoners. I think that was enough space. That possibly wasn't enough space, but for now, at least I'll have everything I know in place and we can go back to them afterwards. So let's see. Food, sleeping arrangements. As long as power then works, we have it sorted out as I want it, and might as well get the foundations for the other offices built. It's going to require an entrance, but I'll place it down a little bit later. Because it seems like when I placed it early, it didn't work. I didn't want to work properly because of it. And how's he researching when he's, like, in the dark? Now, I really think there's something bugged with the power. Oh, auto-saving. God, every time it auto-saves, I think something's actually gone properly wrong. Right, switch on. I can search for power station. Really? Can people hide stuff in the power stations with a new contraband system? Or hide things in, like, random things? Oh, I guess that's the same so that they can search people's beds and things like that. No, don't search in... We haven't got a guard to search it. The thing is, I can't test the water system either because... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this. save Doom A12. And I'm going to close the game down and we're going to come back in. Because there's a tendency of fixing bugs in this game. But it does mean the screen is going to go black for a second, ladies and gentlemen. But I'll still be talking. And people of YouTube, actually, unfortunately, people of YouTube, that's all we have time for today. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Prison Architect. Unfortunately, as we've reloaded, the power still doesn't seem to have come back in, but what we're doing is we're placing down some capacitors, hoping, as you can see, it's now got 2 bars instead of just the 1, hoping that this will then fix it. However, no. Okay, guess what? We got it saved. Actually, let's just overwrite to save the game. And what I think we'll do is we're going to load up one from the Steam Workshop. I think I even have one. Small luxury working prison. Okay. Let's play this. And just see if power's working in the other save games or whether it's like something I've done that's bodged it. Switch to utilities. No, it looks like I have a different bug to what I had before. Just check. Yeah. Well, guys, for people of YouTube, that's going to be the end of this video here. For the people of the stream, I'm going to stop the recording. We'll think of something to do. Be back in a second.